time on Pathfinder for pirates. The team was kind of given a job to do, if you will, of stealing some Tulian brandy. Certain person didn't show up, and instead, the team went on, hijacked the cart, and brought it into the docks at Middle Bay. And you guys were about to be robbed by someone until, let's say, the back of the cart popped open, and our resident thief was inside.
Yeah, and we have the would-be rebel is on the floor, right? We had crossbows and bows and shit pointed at him.
Correct. So he is on the floor. He's on the ground, I should say, of the dock. Like rotate this guy or something. Yeah, I'll flip him like that, so you know.
He looks like Batman.
He's incapacitated. All right, so you're all here, and
yep, I forgot my cheat sheet of everyone's names. Shit.
You forgot your cheat sheet?
I wrote those down.
I wrote them down, but I don't know what. I put them on a sticky note. I have no idea what a sticky note is. I feel it Amalia threw it away.
So yes, Probably. Owen, you are.
Probably. Yeah, we'll try to stick to character names, but if we can remember them, cheat sheet would be good for the both of you. So the thief has been incapacitated. However, the representative of the pirates that you were hired by is still there. There are crossbows being aimed at you at your crew, but at least the third party bandit that tried to rob you from robbing the other people, he's down at least. So he is unconscious. What do you do?
Are we already in combat?
No. You're not in combat.
And the guy who hired us, or the guy who was taking the merchandise, is standing with us, right? You said?
He is.
Yeah. I'm gonna look to him and be like, well, this is your merchandise, and this is the guy trying to rob you. It's up to you what you want to do with him in my book.
Okay. So he says, oh, we can take care of him, but what's happening here? And points to inside the wagon.
Yeah, what's with the short person inside the cart?
Good evening, gents.
We asked you to commandeer this vessel. Was this?
And so I did.
Apparently. Okay, is the brandy intact still? Is everything in the cart that was in the cart when you got here?
Most of it.
I
decided I could do this by myself. So don't you think that I did a good job?
I hope that everything still remains intact. He starts looking through the cart and like peering around, I should say. You're still inside?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's peering around. What?
Is everything to your liking?
I believe so, but I need you to move so I can check the chest in the back.
Okay. I'm getting out of the cart.
Okay. So he climbs into the cart and starts to look in, and comes out rather alarmed and says, "The contents of the chest, do you have it?"
What chest are you talking about? There wasn't one when I got here.
So the chest was in the cart, by the way. The chest was in the cart. He's asking about what's in the chest, which you leave up to you on whether or not you did anything on that.
Yeah, I think I have it. I think I have it. Hold on, let me check.
If you do, I'd be surprised because I haven't told you what it is.
You haven't told me I don't know
No,
what it is.
because So, he looks at the party and says, "I think you all need to come with me."
I'm look over at Ship and say, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I was trying to do my best. First of all, I thought that I could do it with myself. Yeah, I get that was a little bit, I don't know, shady, but I really thought I could do this.
I think you need to talk to Captain James.
Wait, Hook?
No, not Hook.
James Tiberius Hook.
Captain Morgan?
Yes, Captain Morgan.
Captain James Morgan.
No, Captain Daisy James.
Oh, okay.
Wah, wah, wah.
And he points at the ship.
Is he gonna like walk? Does he start walking towards the ship or anything?
He's not moving yet.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for everybody else to move.
I'm waiting for everyone else to do anything.
So
Everyone's waiting for everyone to move.
since I'm the bigger dude, supposed to look scary. What is everyone's name, real quick? I'm gonna actually write it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Roll call.
my name is Caspin.
My name is Schiff.
Can you spell that?
SCHIFF.
Okay. Owen.
Name's Pep.
Pip.
Pep with an E.
With the E, it sounds like Pip. You say it quick.
Pepsi.
P-E-P-T.
And
Like Pepsi.
Bessie.
Mirabelle.
Are you still Tuscaloosa the Unclean, John?
No, I'm not Testicles the Unclean. However, my character is a direct descendant of Testicles the Unclean.
Gross.
An important.
So what's the descendant's
My
name?
character's name is Dirk Swanson.
Dirk Swanson.
Yep.
Okay.
Does Dirk like steak?
That's the best.
Goddamn right it is.
It's manly as shit.
Hey, Patrick, a quick question about the world that we live in.
Yes.
Does the word dude exist? Because I definitely just used it.
I don't think that would be common vernacular
No.
in the world of Pathfinder. No.
How about like, whoa?
It's a fantasy, Patrick. It's a fantasy.
We get to use our imagination. It's whatever world we want it to be.
Well, yeah.
Alright, sorry for taking that time, but I don't know if we had done that, and I didn't hear it. So
My particular character says the word dude.
Your character is free to say the word dude. It just
Nobody knows what it means, but like,
yeah.
I feel like that's a self-explanatory word.
People will probably think it's just a nervous tick.
Thank you.
But, that's fine.
Okay, so I'll begin to follow the guy towards the ship.
Okay.
So,
The rest
well,
Who's
Wait.
watching the guy on the ground, or is he taken care of? Or are we just...
Oh crap.
I raised my sword to cut his head off.
Cut whose head off?
The guy on the ground. I'm not really doing that.
I was gonna say
It's cold-blooded murder.
it's.
Use your imagination.
You
It's
could
whatever
shoot a
world.
girl that guy, but
Dirk looks to Caspin and is confused about what's going on and just says, "What the fuck is going on? Who is this? Are you trying to like double deal? What's going on?" Turmoil within the group.
Yeah. I have no idea who this is, but I don't think we have tons of choice. That we try to run through the.
I'm pointing at ship. Like, who is this?
This was the thief that didn't show up.
Yeah. Why are you talking about me? Why are you talking about me in the third person? I'm definitely here.
Dude.
Dude. Not saying dude again. I'm definitely here. I was your thief. I figured I could pull the job myself.
I ask, how can you pull the job sitting within the cart? How does that work?
I didn't think it through.
Good call.
Clearly the brains of the operation. Got it.
Thank you.
Okay.
What about this guy on the ground? Should we like kick him into the water, or
I mean, we should probably drag him with us, yeah?
we don't know this guy? I don't.
The other guy says they're going to take care of him, so
Okay.
I say let them take care of him.
Sure.
Does that make us an accessory? I don't know how that works.
I definitely don't. Well, we just stole something. I don't think that's the least of our concern. I feel like right now.
All right, I kick him in the side.
I kick him in the crotch.
You're gonna die.
And you guys
We're
are
not
rude. I just wanted to put him in the water. I mean, I didn't say anything about kicking people or
The
nothing.
guy.
Put his corpse in the water. That's what you meant.
Wait, are the people with the crossbows towards us, are they also pointing crossbows at the guy on the ground?
Oh,
Yes.
that was us.
What?
Yes, they are pointing crossbows at him as well.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Point
as
crossbows in our general direction.
Yes.
Our
I'm new. Roll for perception to see what's towards the ship where the guy's leading us towards.
Okay.
Do we need a roll perception to look?
I got a natural 1.
Of course. You roll for everything.
Very foggy.
Does he know that there's a pier?
I'm not sure about that.
So, where's my?
I took
I'm not gonna do a penalty on that one. I thought about doing it.
He has to at least slip and fall off or something.
No,
Just walk off
the natural one doesn't work
I
like
walked the
that.
wrong direction.
No, I meant that he's trying to perceive so hard that he like falls off the pier.
Oh,
Well, you are a
your
cat. You are
channels
a cat.
Chris's actual eyesight. Oh.
So you are a cat person. So you look towards the boat, but that's not the direction that you're walking. So you run into one of the pillars on the pier, and then scamper off in response and in fright from hitting the pillar and go into the water, which makes you very
So
uncomfortable.
I thought natural critical fail and natural crits only really counted during like combat.
They do, yeah, they do.
Okay.
But I like to have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gaining, but like,
I'm
I'll
not
swim
gonna-
back and get back on the dock and act suave about it, like I meant to do that, and
Very
just keep
suave.
on walking.
at least make him like rack himself.
John goes from he's like, should natural ones not count? No, make sure he racks himself.
Right.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so you obviously
there was an imaginary rake that he stepped on and it hit him in the
Yeah.
face.
sideshow Bob style. No. Yeah. So yeah, you did not get a good look at what's going on the boat, but continued onward anyways.
Is everybody ahead of me now, or is there did anybody stay at the cart?
I think everybody moved, right?
Yeah.
Then I would like to. Are the crossbow people still looking at me?
Some of them are.
You
Some of
think
the like,
What can I do? What would I have to roll for to like reach into the cart and steal like a bottle of brandy?
so you're gonna have to roll for stealth on that.
Okay,
Yeah, we're all gonna die.
it's okay. It's just one bottle. It's not like I'm taking the whole cart like somebody else tried to do.
You would try to work this out with some, like maybe one of the other characters. We could have tried to be a distraction.
20, not a natural 20, but 20.
Okay. So as you reach into the cart, you're able to slip one of the bottles of Tulian brandy out and able to hide it, and you don't believe that anyone saw you.
Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna sneak that into my bag and then like scamper up like at the end of the line like I was there the whole time.
All right.
Very sneaky.
Yeah. All right. So you come up to the top of the boat. John, what's the top of the boat called? The main port. The deck. Yeah.
The deck.
Just the deck. Yeah.
I say we call all decks the Lido deck. And
So
be
you go
done
up to
with
the
it.
deck, and you see Captain Daisy James in front of you. and she says, "All right, sorry." She has a quick conversation with her subordinate about the chest, and he tells her it's not in there. So she comes up to you guys and says, "Where's the amulet?"
I'm gonna roll for diplomacy.
Okay.
Come on, no one. Come on, no one. 14.
14. Are you trying to?
So I'm gonna say we got the court, we delivered it, we had not opened it, and as your men will say, until we got here. So as far as I'm concerned, the people came with me. We have no knowledge about this chest. We just got the alcohol like you wished, and that's all we were hired to do.
We did hire you. We did hire you to take the alcohol.
I'm directly beneath it. Just threw me straight under the cart, as it were.
Well, the horses were on top of you along the way.
So she says, "You were hired to take the brandy, and we assumed that you'd find the chest when you did that, and either leave it be or take it with you to bring to us."
Well, you know what happens when you assume.
Yes.
You make an assumption, and you really can't conclude what's going to happen. It's just an assumption.
Well,
I mean, you are a pirate, after all.
It's all a good life, I've been told.
so
I don't know if it's the life for me, though.
No. Oh.
It's an experience bonus for puns right there.
Especially a three-way pun like that. That's pretty good.
That's beautiful.
all right, she says, "There's a certain honor among thieves, and when we ask for something to be stolen, we don't expect extra to be taken."
And we did not take any extra. Sif, when you got in the court, did you see anything in there besides the alcohol?
I'm gonna say no.
She need to roll for that, but I'm getting next to I don't find
We're gonna have to go for a bluff on that.
Hold on.
Was that how your character said it? Or
That was how my character said it. My character is not a very good liar.
do you have anything to bluff?
Let me check.
Thief that can't bluff. It's gonna be rough out there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you've got a
Has to.
rank in there or something. Yeah.
Nothing in diplomacy.
No,
I
bluff
do,
stuff.
yes.
It'll be
Bluff. Rolling for bluff.
Yes.
18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have the amulet.
Never saw it.
I think we may need to continue this investigation. She snaps her fingers, and the rest of her crew, or a good amount of them at least, come and grab you to take you down to the brig.
where do they grab?
By you, do you mean the royal you of all of us? Or
I mean
like
all
you.
of you. Yes, I mean all of you.
All y'all, or all of you all?
Just myself.
Just all y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All y'all going to jail. Pirates.
is there any way to get out of that?
Well, you can see him. You can try to. I guess it'd be a diplomacy, because you haven't done one. I'll let you do one more diplomacy, or if you guys want to decide to fight everybody.
How many people is everybody?
There are 10
Shit.
crew members.
It's all y'all.
Oh, yeah.
There are 10 crew members and Daisy James.
I have 4 points of fly. Can I just fly away?
4 points.
I'm pretty sure that has to do with you using a flying carpet or something, but not actually flying. You're not a bird person, okay?
I had 8 points in swim and in climb, so I prepared for pirates.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good point. I didn't put anything in.
Anxiety?
Anyone want to say something as a persuasion or?
Can I think I might intimidate. Trying to think of a good way to go about this. 'Cause I don't.
I think I'll try to roll for diplomacy. Would that work for this one?
I'll. You
I
just
mean, I guess I'll roll for diplomacy.
Since Chris, since you just did a diplomacy, I'm it's gonna need to be somebody else.
Yeah, I got a 7. So with a 7, yeah.
So Matt tries to start talking, and he rolls a 7, and Derek like puts his arm on him and moves him out of the way, and is like,
Okay.
"No, fuck this," and like gets right in. What's her
Daisy.
name?
Daisy,
Captain James.
Captain
James, Captain Daisy James.
Captain Janeway, whatever.
Yeah, sure. James isn't hard to remember.
Name something.
I tried to go with a normal name. It's James.
Fuck it.
Come on.
It's pointing fingers. I don't know what to say though. Like, I'm not good at intimidating. Played a bard for 3 years.
Here. I'll put her picture up. How would you intimidate this
I would
pirate?
straight up.
I would tell her that she doesn't have equal say or equal pay.
How's that glass ceiling doing?
And that pipe doesn't make her look cool.
and that the wage gap is a myth.
Yeah, and that blouse does not work appropriate, nor is it flattering.
What are you doing out in the kitchen? She does a little bit.
Hey,
Don't
don't be rude.
What?
I said it's a gal.
So, she
So none of that happened.
Okay.
Instead, I say something more along the lines of like, no, we did this job. We knew nothing about a chest or an amulet. We delivered the brandy. But that's what you got.
Most of it.
And
And
I
you're
sort of
intimidating?
stick out my extremely muscular chest.
What did you roll for intimidate?
I rolled probably a 1, but let's see what happens.
Let's see.
That is a 6 plus
At my 7.
Plus.
plus 7, so 13.
Okay. So she says, I don't know exactly what's going on here, but we're going to find out, and find out if your friend over there was involved, and she flicks you on the nose.
How tall is she?
Not that tall.
So she flicks a nipple. I'm okay with that.
She can reach up and flick the nose.
6'5".
Yeah.
Okay.
I can flick up to a 6.
Is there a way to stealth away?
Not at this point.
Okay.
Not at this point.
I also say, that's not my friend.
No one's your
I
friend.
do the job. I get paid.
I've actually never seen this person before in my life, and that's actually the truth.
Same.
She says, enough of this. We'll figure it out. And we'll figure out what the truth is here soon.
Boo!
Make it extra
That's
rough.
that's totally in character, by the way.
Okay.
Adventures, man.
Boo!
And she says, make it extra rough. You guys are brought down to the brig.
hello.
Ignore the stone here. I couldn't find a good.
Why? It's a heavy ship.
It's a stone
How big is this ship? Why are we
amazing
using
ship.
stones?
They're not practical pirates.
It's a
That's how great this ship is. It's so big.
The
It's
miracle
so
of
huge.
buoyancy.
One of those new rock
The
ships.
rest of the ship's made out of styrofoam.
very small rocks.
Small rocks, so they float
Yeah.
because it's small rocks, which
Right.
weigh as much as a
So
duck.
we're walking like down. I'm like, man, If we get out of this, we're stealing this lovely ship. I mean, who gets bricks on a ship every day? Like, come on, guys, we're gonna jack this boat from you. Like, I'm totally talking shit to whoever's holding it.
Totally talking shit to the crews. Right.
Are we sure this isn't styrofoam?
Right. Yeah. So one of them says, "Quiet, you get in the brig." And
Do they have our weapons?
they do not have your weapons.
So they're stupid pirates.
How many people are in this small enclosed area now?
Well, each one of you has like 1 to 2 holding you, so we'll say 8 people.
How many people? So we looked at 10 around us. How many would we estimate was not like? What was the estimate of the number of pirates on the ship based off what we've seen so far?
Let's see.
Shouldn't you roll for that?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what knowledge that would be.
Wouldn't that just be perception, or would we have general knowledge of a crew?
Do general knowledge.
Can you tell me how long the ship was, roughly? Do I need a roll for something?
Like, was it a big ass ship or not big ass ship?
It's a pretty good sized ship. It's what is it? Like probably around 200 feet long.
Okay, so
And that
they
could be
can
like
have a
local
pretty
members,
large
I
crew on them.
They have a pretty sizable crew.
Okay.
And you saw 10 people on the top.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Have we seen anyone since then? Like additional people as they've been escorting us?
You haven't yet.
How many masts were there?
3. Hold on, let me check.
Okay.
How many decks?
Give me a
Stairs.
minute. There are.
And was there any rum?
Was there any what rum?
Yeah.
There's lots of rum.
You have brandy.
Lots of rum. They're about to get the brandy.
Yeah, but that's his brand.
But you can't have a pirate ship without rum.
They have rum and they have brandy.
Just talking about our future here.
All right. So they fling open the door and they kind of push you guys into the
Rude.
brig. Yep. Very rude.
I yell at him. I'm like, I am only 3 feet tall, sir. You do not need to roughhouse me.
They're like, be careful. I have the gay. I cough up. I have the gay.
So, oh no, don't want to get gay cancer. And he slams the door. He slams the door and locks it.
So the way I just pictured that was they like threw Pep in, like physically threw him in, and like this is sorry, Owen. I don't mean to pick on you.
No, I weigh like nothing.
They like straight up threw your character in, and then I just like walked in behind.
You walked in behind what?
They threw mine in. I'm a halfling.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah.
I'm all of like 35 pounds.
That's a hate crime.
I pictured as Pep is trying to shit talk, like the guard is holding his head.
In AASP
I'm gonna give the bill
for
business.
short people.
I was gonna say I picture as Pep is trying to shit talk, the guard is literally holding his head, so he can't get any further, any closer. And while he's flailing and shit talking, and then he's shutting the door with the other hand.
Excuse me, soul. I'm a Yelp reveal.
You've had terrible service so far.
Would not recommend.
So you have been locked into the boat, into the brig. There cells in the bottom. There's one large cell that you're in that's about what is that? Probably 8 by 15 or so. In size.
I like jokingly sit on the ground, and I'm like, all right, who wants to play Never Have I Ever?
Or spin the bottle.
Stolen an amulet.
All right, you want it? You want to have it out right now? No, I didn't take the stupid amulet. I didn't see it. The chest was in there when I got in there, but I did not see an amulet. I did not see anything go in or out of the chest.
And what
Can I roll for that to see if she's lying?
Yeah.
Which one is that?
So it'd be sense motive.
BS meal? Oh.
Sense.
Yeah.
Okay. 9. I don't know what her DC is, but
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably not that low.
I meant to look into that. I think we talked about this last time. I need to look into how you roll against each other in those kind of conversations. You're not quite sure, but she seems to be genuine.
So I'm going to ask Schiff, okay, at what world did you get into the cold at? Like, were you at the brewery along the way? Like, how confident are you that it... How far... Yeah.
I ran into the cart where we were supposed to get the brandy. At the rendezvous point, so to speak.
How long were you in the
gaps.
cart before we robbed it?
Yeah.
Several hours.
Jesus. I mean, okay.
That's about it.
That is not an exclamation that would work for this world.
As you're discussing, you hear a lot of commotion on the top deck, and you hear I don't know, like commands from the different crew members. And as you're doing that, you can feel the ship move and start to move out to sea.
Is this when I mention I get seasick?
This would be a good time to talk about it, I guess. A seasick
Back
pirate.
into the other corner of the tiny cell.
Can I?
Is there a bucket in the cell?
Yeah, can I roll a perception to see, like, if I can see anything in this cell that's useful or, like, weak structured walls?
I just
Did
checked.
they leave the keys?
I tried to open the door.
That would be a natural 20.
A natural 20.
I guess I
The,
can pick it up anyway. But there it is.
At that point, hey, you tell me.
Oh yeah, that's legitimate proof that you wrote a trivia.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to lie inside the game, but not.
Sure. We have the honor system here. We're all friends.
You and me.
Yeah.
So the ship's it's.
Are we?
What's up?
Nothing. I was being a dick.
No, we're
Like,
not.
oh.
Jonathan.
No, we're all friends. Are we? Are we?
Well, on a scale from 1 to 10.
Roll for friendship.
For friendship, yes.
For friendship.
Okay, so
11.
the cell that you're in has a couple small wooden chairs in it. There's also a small table. You don't really see anything out of place in regards to inside the cell. Outside of the cell, you see there are a couple small lanterns hung that illuminate the hall. Then a stairway that goes up to the outside. You don't see any keys or anything like that.
Does anybody appear to be guarding us at the moment? Or
No
did
one is
they-
guarding you.
I would say for the record, John, that was a waste of your natural 20.
Sure.
That wasn't me.
I got the natural 20.
That was Owen.
Sorry.
That was Pep.
You wasted your natural 20.
Fuck you, Chris.
Didn't you roll a 1?
Yeah, but at least I rolled
Okay.
something unimportant.
Can I roll to pick the lock?
Oh, yeah.
Can I check to see if the door's open?
Yeah, you can check to see if the door's open.
I check to see if the door's open.
The cell's locked.
I kick it.
You what?
I kick it.
You kick it. Okay.
What kind of lock is on here? Is it like a key lock or?
Yeah, it's a key lock. It's relatively
It's a
simple.
puzzle lock. We can solve it.
I'd like to.
Hey, Giant Man, there's a person who is supposed to be good at stealing things, but gets locked in to
I
things.
can- wait.
But she might be able to pick the lock a lot quieter.
Yes. I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
There's this green block over here and a green square on the floor.
It's a green.
I've already kicked.
It's a key.
He's already kicked.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to pick the lock.
Okay.
I mean, if he kicked it that loud, like that's what the concern was.
I was looking for the check for that.
What are we doing, Patrick?
I was looking for the check.
Oh, who's your good girl?
All right, Jan, come on. Sorry.
I'm really glad I saw the dog. Otherwise, I was gonna get really offended. Good girl, you try and pick that lock.
Oh, so good.
You're such a good girl. You can do anything you want.
You're just as good as any man.
Just, yeah.
Good.
How's that glass ceiling doing?
No one should ever call you bossy.
Oh, I hate all of you.
He's just
I'm
mild.
trying to find the check for that. Actually, I've got your character sheet. Give me just a
Just in case this ever becomes like an actual podcast of some sort to all the listeners.
Seven?
This is a podcast.
We're actually feminists. We're just joking.
This is social commentary.
Oh yeah, if you post this anywhere, it's gonna get really messed up really quickly.
Oh yeah, we post this. This is going out as a podcast, and it's going to be on YouTube as well. So
It's live stream, right?
no, it's not live streaming.
You say that now.
No, but
Oh, by the way.
What I have these hate mongos outside all of a sudden?
If we were gonna do live streaming, I'd say we'd switch to Discord.
no, I was trying to find the.
In the video? You can't live stream with Google Hangouts. Brought to you by Google.
I mean, they use something.
If we ever do a video live stream, some of you are gonna have to fix your frame up. John.
I'd have to care.
You just have a good feed, Chris.
Ooh.
Ooh. No, I think Skype would probably tile it better because I think with Skype you can actually do tiles and then it would be easier to screen capture.
Oh yeah.
So I believe it is disable device. Yep.
For kicking it?
No, if
It's a way.
Like if you were looking up a disable.
I'm gonna disarm this mine. Okay, I'm gonna kick it. Roll for disable.
all right, so yeah, that's going to be disable device. Would be the check for that.
Yeah.
And
I'm waiting.
I'm looking for your bonuses. Do you know your bonus to that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll.
Nice.
26.
So I'll let you do the shit talking, but like you as they're talking about how unskilled you are and how you got yourself locked in, you with one hand reach around on the lockpick and just pick it without like not even looking, and the door unlocks.
That is one skill to reach around. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, dipshits. Look.
So how did you get yourself locked into a wagon then?
It wasn't locked in the wagon. I couldn't. It's too heavy.
I can reach around the wagon.
Don't be rude about it. You are also tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 3 foot tall.
Yeah. So
Yep.
maybe
So
don't get up on your high horse.
So there's a gate that's like open, right?
Yes, the jail cell is open now.
And we all have our weapons.
You do have your weapons.
Okay.
So now we're free on a boat, probably in the middle of the ocean.
Yep.
Can
I pull out my checklist and I say, like, after stealing this boat, change locks.
use or install puzzle locks. So
Good brain building activity.
actual character asking if anyone else can swim.
I can swim.
I can swim.
Even though I'm a cat, I hate it, but I can do it. I do have points in it.
I sink like a brick.
I'm a halfling. I can't swim anywhere. No.
You can float on a toothpick.
Yeah. But I will survive by buoyancy.
Sorry.
All right. Well, I go ahead and draw my sword, which is great, by the
forgot
way.
that we were going to be pirates. Otherwise, I
Yeah.
would have put skills into swimming.
Yeah, I'll take up my weapon as well.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait, what?
This isn't gonna go well.
We're arming ourselves. I take out my rapier.
I mean, we broke out. What else are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Sneak
Go-
around.
Go help with the cells?
I want to sneak around.
Yeah, I would also like to snake around, but I would like to have my weapon handy just in case.
I would like to roll for stealth.
So I can kind of sense what's happening. Like, what people are wanting to be a little stealthy. So
I got 20.
due to my size, I'm gonna kind of stay back and try to stay. I don't know. What do we see in the hallway? Like, is it just like stairs up?
Does the hallway only go one way?
Yeah, so one direction of the hallway has stairs. The other side has a large wooden door.
Can I go up and listen to that door?
You can.
I kick it.
Is that
Are you kidding me?
is that perception?
I'd like to put John back in the cell.
Yeah, it'd be perception.
26. No, 25.
Okay. So while everyone else is fumbling around trying to figure out what they're doing, you sneak up to the door to listen, and you can hear a meeting of the minds taking place in the other room. There are a few. You can hear like a handful of people talking in the other room, and it sounds like they're talking about an upcoming. It sounds like they're talking about an upcoming attack.
Like they'll get an attack, or they'll get attacked.
You don't. Well, sorry. This was.
Yeah.
It was Owen that rolled.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. How does this door open? Does it open out towards us, or
Yes, it does.
Is there anything? Does it have like a hook on it, like that? I would be able to like slide something in front of that door.
Something in front of the door.
Like a doorknob or something, or like a hook that I could keep, like that would keep the door
Like a bolt.
pressed. Yeah, it's like something to press it closed. I don't know what the words here.
Well, the door's already closed. You're talking about like a handle or?
No, I want to stop it from opening. Like I want to bar it.
Okay. I mean, there's a handle on that, but there's nothing else in the hall. The only other thing around there, I guess, would be the chairs that are in the jail cell.
Okay.
So, does it open?
So
It opens out towards the hall.
Okay.
So I turn around and like I wave at them and kind of like
You
indicate
can't
that
bar
there's.
the door if it opens out.
Yeah. You
Wait, is it opening in towards us or out towards?
In towards you, out from
Okay.
them. Sorry.
We can totally bar that.
You can't do
But I
that.
don't-
Wait, you can.
Yeah, I don't have anything to bar with unless like we broke
The chair.
But I turn around and indicate them that there's like a bunch of people in there, including, I'm guessing, did I hear the captain talking? Since you
The
said meeting of the
captain
minds.
So you didn't hear her, but you haven't seen her walk through the hallway.
So, Pat, what'd you hear?
Well, like I let them know that they're talking about something in there. I was only half paying attention to some
So they're
attacking
talking.
stuff, but there's
So
more.
you're staying there alive. Got it.
There's definitely some talking going on.
Very helpful.
Whole lot of talking.
It's a thick door, okay?
Are there any other exits, or is it just that one?
So it's the only two exits are that door and then the stairs that go up to the main deck.
Does the stairwell have like a door or anything on it, or no?
No.
Okay, so it's just an open.
Wait. Patrick, and you rolled high for that, didn't you?
Yeah,
Patrick, what did he hear?
I told him.
I heard about an upcoming attack. That's about it.
Okay.
I didn't listen for that long.
Yeah, there's an impending attack, and they're talking about the strategy and logistics of an upcoming attack.
Oh, wait. So are they they're attacking something. Got it.
We don't know.
I was. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
we don't
what,
know.
What do we know? Is the
Are they the attackers or the attackees?
What? I mean, you got to think about how long I listened to them for. It was only a matter of seconds. So.
Well, your perception.
So.
They're
still time based.
It is time based.
I heard an attack, and then I went to tell you guys there was a lot of people there.
So you're telling me that there's a bunch of people who seem to be in charge who are in that room right now.
Yes.
Shouldn't we lock them in there?
That's what I want to do.
There's a chair over there. Let's go lock them in there.
The big guy can break the chair, right?
Let's go get the chair.
Yeah.
All right. How about someone that's not 5'0" gets the chair?
We light the room on fire.
This is.
Let's do both. Farm in there and then set it on fire.
Oh.
You'd be setting fire to a boat that you're on. I don't know.
No, you guys are not going to hurt my boat.
But the rest of the boat is still
I can swim.
good.
So I'll go grab a chair, and I'm assuming these are just wooden chairs, and I'll attempt to break the leg off of it or something.
Okay. Roll a d20 with the strength modifier.
Just jam it into the corner and then it can't open that far.
He's trying to break the chair, so.
Well, I was just gonna take the leg. I guess I have a full picture of.
It's like a small wooden.
I was thinking I would wedge like the broken chair piece like under the door.
Okay.
Like a doorstop? Are we making a doorstop?
He's making a doorstop.
So I roll 15 plus strength modifier 19.
Okay, so you successfully break one of the legs off of the chair. The side that it, obviously one side was the bottom of the chair leg. The other side has a kind of a broken angle off of it. You had to break the leg so that you could slide underneath the door.
Are the hinges on all sides then?
Yeah.
Yes, there.
Do we have any chill left over to wedge it into the gap between the door and the door frame? So
there is a little bit of space there, so you could try wedging it there.
and just in addition, like a backup, if we have enough wood from the broken chair, I don't know how much broke off.
He broke off one leg. I'll allow another to be broken with the same check.
Okay, does that sound good with everyone?
Sure.
So it is very wedged.
Yes, I know a lot of people in rooms.
All right.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Not
Nope.
at all. You want someone to stay in a room? I can keep them in a room.
I can talk about that all day.
It's the lotion on the skin.
Are we setting the boat on fire or not?
As Cassandra slowly sneaks out.
We are not sorry. We can't.
No, you guys are not setting my boat on fire. This is my boat. There are to be no fires on my boat.
I mean, nothing says pirate Pathfinder to me like setting the pirate ship on fire.
Setting pirates.
I think so.
I think
Give the
so.
pirates a lesson.
Maybe if we could get home.
Full party wipe. Reroll characters.
I'd like to stealth up the stairs, like so I can like slowly look and kind of like peek my 3 foot tall head around.
Then roll for stealth.
Can I follow him?
Yeah, if you want to follow, you would be
Can
doing
everyone
a stealth
stealthy
check.
follow him?
Yeah.
Stealth, I can't remember what I rolled though.
9. Damn.
Do you remember what I said when I rolled my... Patrick, do you remember what I said when I rolled my stealth? I know it's high, but I can't remember what it was.
You were rolling. I didn't hear you roll for stealth. Sorry.
Okay. I'll roll again.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for stealth as well.
I'm not gonna move.
Do what you want to find.
It's 7, so I got 10.
Okay.
I have 22.
I rolled 3, but it's 10.
I got 19.
You're okay. 19. Okay, 19, 10. Okay. So I'm gonna average that out and be a little generous on it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we'll put it this way. Pep starts to peek his head up to look and see what's going on. As he does that, Maribel kind of puts her hand on his shoulder to pull him back a little bit because he's being a little too overzealous, and it evens out, so no one saw.
Rude.
The crew is working at a fevered pace. We're now probably a couple miles out from the bay, from the dock. You can see land off in the distance, but it looks like they're going out to open sea, and everybody's kind of putting in extra effort as you hear a couple. You hear like the Daisy and a couple others yelling commands out to them. Everyone seems pretty distracted and at work, I should say.
How many people do we see roughly? I roll for perception.
Yep.
16.
Okay. It looks like you see probably you see 8 crew members that are around the main deck, and the captain is looking out. What is it? The forward, whatever, at the very top to kind of look out to sea. So she's not looking out that way. Everyone else is kind of working. But yeah, there are 8 other crew members.
Do we have a clear path up to the captain that we would have cover the whole way?
You would not.
Are there places where there would be cover where we could stick around?
Yes, there are. There are a few. There are a few places that have some barrels and some large, what look like crates that have been fastened and secured down to the deck. You have a few of those and some extra. What's it called? Extra sails and everything are up there.
Could I use my stealth and also roll for aerobics combined to see if I can quickly move between them? I am a cat.
You're trying to do what now?
I am a
Trying
cat.
to climb? What?
If I combine my stealth check I did and roll for aerobics and combine the two to quickly go between camouflage to camouflage.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah.
Do a barrel roll. Okay. I'll let you do an acrobatics to go to say the next stealth point.
Okay. Come on, cat-like reflexes. Natural 1 plus 8 though. But it's a skill check, so natural ones don't count for skill checks. So it's still 9.
So you
I think we're fucked.
No.
You leap up into the air, but you don't have quite the forward momentum. So you land about halfway between the door and between where you started and the place that you would be in cover.
So I kind of envision myself doing like a failed Matrix slow motion jump and landing in the wrong spot.
Yes, yeah. I picture it as just kind of a hop, like when a cat jumps and doesn't actually hardly moves their legs, and they're just like
like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
like that. And you didn't have any forward momentum, so you just kind of popped up and then dropped right back down.
So I like whisper,
Surprise.
was that a warm up?
All right, you hear one of the crew members yell out. Hold on, I'm trying to think what.
I think they should be laughing, not yelling. They're like, "Look at that fucking idiot!"
Sorry, you hear one of the crew members yell out. There he is!
Okay,
Do you think
well,
now would be
I
the
guess I
time
should roll
for?
for initiative at this point, huh?
Depends on if they're talking about you or if they're talking about somebody else.
Do you think I should do a kind of like Timon and Pumbaa style distraction?
You want me to do the hula?
You have been the damsel in distress for the team.
Right? Just keep it rolling with the bard performance.
No. Dude, he's hurt.
He's hurt? What?
He's hurt.
Oh no, get help. Get help.
Get help, he's hurt. All right.
He's my grandpa. He's old.
As you're trying to figure out what's going on, and Casben is kind of looking around, startled, you see that another ship is approaching, and the crew picks up their pace even more, and a few of them start manning cannons.
Can I like just kind of insert myself into the situation, like act like I'm a crew member and just like get up to one of the like one of the additional cannons and be like, oh, these bastards again.
You're loading it backwards.
Roll for bluff on that.
Okay.
It's not gunpowder, that's flour.
11.
Also flammable.
11.
Yeah.
All right. So you interject yourself into the situation, and the crew member starts to answer. You'd be like, "Yeah, we're gonna give him hell. Hey, all right, I'll deal with you later." And he goes on.
What's the captain doing right now?
The captain is barking orders, but she's looking at the ship mostly, so she hasn't noticed.
I'd like to. How far away is the captain from us?
So she'd be about 50 feet away. Call it 40.
Okay. Let me check some real quick. I think I have an ability to.
Since I'm like standing next to that guy now, I'm like, hey, enemy of my enemy. So friends, right? Me, you, friends, enemy.
Yeah. I'll fight you later.
Okay, so
he continues.
I can use my sprint, which is a cat ability, so I could cover that in one turn.
Okay.
I'll do that, and then essentially I'm going to attempt to stabble.
You what?
I'm going to attempt to kill the captain.
I was gonna go convince her to let us stay out and help him. That seems like a plan too. You want to try that plan?
Very different plans.
I don't know this guy either, by the way.
Yeah, just go have fun stabbing people. I'll be back.
I just want to point out I'm still below deck.
So you're hearing everything going on, and you're just like, fuck it.
No, I'm thinking about opening that door.
Thinking about kicking a door.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're thinking about opening the door?
So I would say I like hearing like commotion about the ship. I go ahead and decide to run up. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. As you're running up the stairs, you start hearing people trying to open the door to get out of that cabin, and you can hear them start to bang now and yell.
I turn around and yell, "Who is it?"
Let us out! We need to help!
Let us out! We need help. Who?
I didn't order a pizza.
Fluff what pillows?
All right, Chris, go ahead. You said you were going to do a sprint, though?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
No.
Oh, Captain.
Deja vu, man.
I know. Sorry, guys.
Hey, he waited until the second session this time.
You don't even have a bow anymore.
We're all gonna.
That's why I'm going to stab him.
Yes.
Okay, but the sprint's a natural cat ability, so I can cover that distance easy enough.
Yep. Okay.
So just roll for attack.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for attack. Yeah, go ahead. Actually, hold on.
Dude. Yeah, he rolled a 1.
This is your dice. I'm giving it back to you.
Worst pirate ever.
We don't know them.
What do we have?
I'm not even paying attention to him. I'm actually loading the cannon now because I'm preparing to fight the other ship. So I have no idea what's going on behind me.
Let's find a different dice.
You lunge. So you have a dagger, right? Is that your? What do you use? You use a sword, right?
I have a sword. Yeah.
Okay. So you sneak up behind her, lunge towards her with your sword. She sidesteps just slightly, grabs your arm, disarms you, and takes your sword and has that up against your neck.
Yeah.
As you deserve.
Yeah.
One.
And she pulls out her sword as
Can
well.
I convince her I don't know them?
She's doing the Anakin Skywalker to you. She's got the swords like crossing your neck.
So does he still have hold of my arm, or just no? She can't have hold of my arm if she has both swords, right?
She took your sword out of your hand.
Yeah, but she doesn't. She's not holding on to me. It's just the swords on my neck.
Just the swords on your neck. She puts your sword against your neck and then pulls out her other sword and puts it around your around the other side of your neck.
I'll roll acrobatics to backflip out of there. 19 plus 8, 27.
As you try to do that,
There's got.
Captain in small places, like between swords.
So they're like,
your movement provokes an attack of opportunity.
yeah.
Hold on. Yep. All right.
One second. One second. Well, something.
What's your AC?
One second. I'm checking something. I think I have something to neutralize attack of opportunity, but I don't.
When you resolve that, can we go back to the door?
Yes.
Because these things are happening at the same time. I don't want one to
Correct.
affect the other.
Yeah, we'll go back to that.
Cassie, there's someone in your house.
I'll look
It's
it up later.
okay.
He probably can't hear you though. It looks like he's listening to headphones.
Yeah.
Let me find AC on this app real quick. Sorry.
Okay.
Someplace on here. Hey, Owen, you have the same app I have, right? Do you know the AC's app by any chance?
I don't think I need it.
It should be on the main page,
I don't think I need it.
unless should I be showing people this? It doesn't show.
What did he roll?
Oh.
A 20. I don't need your AC.
That good, huh?
Yeah, fuck your AC. Okay. So, as you start to jump up, she brings her swords together against your neck. God, I hate doing this. Hold on. What's your hit points? Because I don't want to. I feel really bad if this kills
Now,
you.
I can also, one second. Once per day, when Catfolk makes me flex, do I make a saving? Since it's attack of opportunity, do I make a saving throw?
No, you can't do a saving throw against it. It's going to go against your AC, and since it's natural 20 crit, and you've got swords against your neck.
Just loading my cannon over here. I don't see anything.
Also, your action provoked this, so you couldn't react to a reaction to your action.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
My HP is 12. I'm still trying to find my AC on this thing.
It's on the main thing. Like if you're looking at, like if you tap the little guy icon, it's on.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm on the main screen.
Yeah, and there's like there's like saving throws and there's armor class under the stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, for my saving throws, I have fortitude, reflex, will. Almost has to have normal, touch, and flat-footed.
Yeah, so like he rolled a 20, but if he was rolling against you, it'd be your normal one probably.
Okay, which is 17, by the way.
17 is your AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter with a natural.
So yeah, she smashed that. So she actually did 14 points of damage. So you're gonna be bleeding out. So someone's gonna have to help you out.
Never did like cats.
I have heal animal. Does that do anything?
Heal animal.
You should have I think you have a cantrip for heal.
Yeah, I think you have a heal cantrip.
But I think since he's negative, if he's negative hit points, we have to roll to stabilize him, don't we?
He's gonna have to stabilize. Yeah. So we're gonna so as that is happening, same time we're going back to the. Sorry, John wanted to go back to the door to the cabin.
Assuming nobody. Well, okay. What do you want to do? Have it?
Yeah. Because once that's done, then I got another thing I need to do. Or another, yeah.
Okay, so I hear them yelling and like banging on the door, and I basically try to negotiate. I want information from them.
Okay.
Who they are, what they're doing, what this amulet's about.
Okay. So diplomacy.
I get nothing. So would it be diplomacy or intimidate? Because I can use intimidate. Like, I'm not gonna let you out. We're gonna set the ship on fire with you in there if you don't tell me this.
Yeah, that'll work. So intimidate.
What's my intimidate? 4.
What is it?
24.
24. Okay. All right. So you're asking about the amulet and everything. So one of them says, one of them tells you this is all a trap. This is all. We were gonna help take the ship over at the during the attack, and now we're stuck in here.
Any like a little info on them?
Say that again.
Are they with the resistance?
Yeah, they're with the resistance. Yeah. So essentially, they explained that they're with Captain Blackbeard, who is on the other ship. They were supposed to essentially be ready for when he attacked. They were going to essentially commit some subterfuge, take out the pirates on this ship, so that way his combat wasn't too bad, it wasn't too hard, and they were supposed to hand over the amulet, which they have.
They're gonna pay me.
They're gonna pay you? What?
Yeah, is my audio that bad?
Yeah, it got choppy. Now you're frozen. So essentially, you're asking what they're going to pay you. So one of them tells you if you let us out of here, then we'll give you everything that we have. And you're still muted unless you're trying to talk. He said, "What do you have? Nothing." All right. So yeah, essentially, they say if we don't get out of here, if they find out that we didn't help, then we're gonna get killed by either Captain James or by Blackbeard.
I have no opinion on this because I'm waiting to leave it someplace. So.
Well, I'm not actually that far. I'm still kind of in the hallway. So can I hear this?
You can hear it. Because they're yelling. I mean, they're not being quiet. They're yelling because they're, essentially trying to get out because they're afraid that, well, one, you just spilled the beans, so you may tell the captain, or Blackbeard takes over the ship and they were locked in the whole time and they didn't do their job.
Dirk,
we want to cut.
Seems like a good idea.
I'll speak for the group.
That seems like the best
we want to
option
cut.
have. Kill all these people.
Sorry, you were talking at the same time. John said we want to cut. What were you saying, Cass?
I said, Dirk, that seems like a good idea. I think you should take whatever deal they offer you.
All right. Well, okay. So they say, all right. Well, we'll give you half. We'll give you half of the of the payment we're getting from Blackbeard. It's 1,000 gold. So you'll get 1,000 gold.
So you're offering our whole group 500 gold? That's what I heard.
No, you're getting 1,000.
No. Our group is gonna get 500. Okay, so I'm just establishing that for myself.
Yeah, so they're like, yes, that. They took them a minute to realize what you were saying, and then they realized you were scamming your group, and they agree.
And then I look at Chef, and I'm like, you'll get a little extra.
Okay.
A little,
Nah.
because she's short.
Yep.
I mean, rude, but whatever. Sure.
So did anybody actually see,
I'm non-binary.
like, because I was like on the cannon thing, so did anybody actually see Chris get sliced up? Because if he's -1, that means he's unconscious.
Yeah, he is now unconscious. The crew.
I've opened the door, by the way.
Okay.
Just
Okay. So you open the door, and they spill out of the cabin. You're large, but they're all. I mean, just the amount of people, because there are 8 people in there. So all of them rushing you kind of pushed you aside slightly as they run up the stairs, and pushing you and Schiff off to the side. So they're now up on the main deck.
I'm following them.
Okay.
How?
All right, so you follow them onto the main deck, and everyone roll a reflex save.
Except for me.
Except for you, because you're unconscious.
I'm naturally safe.
Which one is it? 20?
For which one?
Reflex?
Yeah.
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 Plus your dex modifier, I think.
Dexterity. +3.
+3, 19, 22.
You also get a racial bonus.
Rude.
22. Okay.
No, you do, because I have it too. I'm a halfling. Also, you get like +1. You get +1 for halfling.
Don't be racial, Ellen.
23.
I got 9.
And 9. Okay.
13.
You got a 20, not a natural 20.
Okay. Is that? And Chris is unconscious, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Maribel is staggered. So as you guys were running up as everyone was running up to the main deck, you heard cannons fire, and cannonballs successfully hit your ship. So the ship has been struck, so it startled everybody, but Maribel is staggered at this time. So being staggered, just real quick. Sorry, I just had it. Unless someone can get it quicker than me.
Staggered?
Yeah, it's the... The staggered creature may take a single move action or standard action each round, but not both. Nor can he take full round actions. Staggered action can still take free swift.
Yeah. So instead of committing, you can move, or you can perform an action, but you can't do both. So you're going to be staggered for 2 rounds, and
You can still take free, swift, and immediate actions. So, like, any free action that you would do, like talking or whatever, you can still do.
Yeah.
It's basically just you can't move and attack at the same time.
Okay.
Exactly.
Good thing I'm ranged, so.
I yell at whoever just shot the cannons, and I'm like, "You're messing up my boat. That's not nice." And then I turn around because there's a whole bunch of commotion coming up from the floor.
All right, so I'm gonna swap over here. Go ahead and roll for initiative. And where is? And I unfortunately didn't put the. Let me put a halfling in here for you. This is. Sorry, for now that's you, Cass.
Did you just shrink the image?
Yeah, I did.
It works.
Yeah. There you go. All right. There's a lot of a lot of people here, but we're gonna go ahead and roll for initiative. I'm gonna kind of play this a little quick and loose to make sure it's not too time consuming with combat, because ship combat's happening at the same time as all of this. If that makes sense. So go ahead and roll for initiative.
Give an order you want us to read it.
No, my initiative is 0.
Or I guess you're gonna like call on us.
Yeah, I'll call you out. All right, so Owen.
21.
Okay. And Dirk.
7.
All right. And Casbin doesn't roll. Maribel.
So is there a modifier to that? Because I rolled 17.
Yeah, there's on the first page under combat.
Okay.
There's a one that says
Okay.
initiative.
So I'm 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's your dex modifier plus if you have anything else. Like race or class or anything that you put out to it.
She has an app that does it all for her. I did it to make it easy.
I can look at things and read out the number.
Oh, sure. All right, so Shiv, what's your
9.
9? Okay. All right. And roll this real quick. All right, makes sense. All right, back over to the map. Sorry. All right, so let me place everybody kind of where they would be. Yeah, she'll be up here. And your fallen comrade there. Last 2 people out. And then Owen's over here with this guard. Maribel, where were you? Sorry. You just walked out. Did you go in a specific direction?
You're muted.
I'm muted?
No, Cast. Maribel.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I hadn't moved past the door.
Okay.
I just kind of come out on deck and then didn't make a decision.
Gotcha. Okay. So combat will start, and let's see. Get my list out, and Pep is first. Pep, what do you want to do?
So it's the guy next to me. He said he would like deal with me later. Is he paying attention to me, or is he paying attention to the cannon part?
He is arming. He is manning the cannon and not paying attention to you.
Okay. So if he's not paying attention to me at all, man, I feel kind of like bad about. Can I? Is he like? So this cannon, is there like railing here?
What do you mean railing?
Like, are we like right next to the railing of the ship?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
There's like a little, basically a cutout that where the cannon is situated.
So I have taken my my pistol out and I point it right at his face.
Okay.
While he's looking the other direction, and I say, "You should jump off now."
All right. So you're gonna go ahead and roll for intimidate.
19.
19. So he says, at least I know I'm gonna live there, and jumps off. So he
Okay.
jumps into the water.
Shoot him when he gets in the water.
No.
You can't fucking have
The guy didn't shoot me. That's why I was giving him some professional courtesy. All right, so there's another guy next to me.
Correct.
Okay, so I will take aim at that guy and I will fire at him.
So you already aimed at the.
That's true, but
So-
I didn't take an action of like shooting though. Did that count?
You didn't take an action of shooting. That's true. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll let it happen.
Okay, because I didn't move at all. I was literally right next to the guy.
Yeah.
And how close am I to? I have to make sure I'm within like 20 feet.
Yeah, you're within 20 feet. This is a normal grid, so each one of these is 5.
Okay, cool. 14.
14. Alright, that is a miss.
Okay.
Or I should say it went through the clothes, if you will. Did not successfully lodge into him.
I yell at I'm like, Roscoe, what the fuck are you doing? And then there's nothing to hide behind around there. Is it just pretty open deck?
Just the cannon.
Okay.
Just the cannon. But you would. But I'm gonna count that as because you. I'm gonna count your aiming as your standard action.
Yeah.
Your free action to be aiming the first time.
Okay.
So
I can't move.
So you can't move. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Then I'm done.
Yep. Mirabelle, on to you.
Okay, so is there any kind of place for me to take shelter?
There, right in the middle, there is going to be some barrels that would be everybody but this guy wouldn't. You'd be safe from everybody but this one person, basically, because the barrels are about right here. If you want to walk up to those.
Okay. And is that guy within range or not? I don't know what my range is.
What's your?
What's your weapon?
Yeah.
I have a short bow.
Is it 30? Hold on.
Should be like insanely long, but let me see.
Let me look it up. The range.
Yeah, I know.
Infinite range. Done.
Yeah.
What is it? A crossbow? You said?
No, short bow.
Short bow.
So like a bow, but shorter.
So it's a midget bow? Hey.
No, I mean, short bow versus like the British longbow. It's more like
I'm just looking for bow.
Where are the ranges? It's like gotta be like a table or something, right?
Yeah. Here it is. Short bow.
I think the range is actually with the arrows. I think the ranges are with the ammunition, not with the bow. I remember from last time. I remember that actually.
I don't see that. I see like a crossbow range.
I know that when I played last time, a normal bow was 100 feet. That was the normal bow, though.
Yeah. I'm just checking real quick. I can't find the range on here. A light crossbow's 80.
Let's call it 50.
Let's call it
half of a normal bow because it's short.
Why not? We'll call it 50. Okay. So did you want to move up to cover, or did you just want to shoot?
I'm just gonna shoot that person that would be inside of if I moved, since I think I have like one action, right?
Yes, correct. Because you can move or you can shoot, but you can't do both.
So I'm just gonna shoot.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that.
So I just roll the d20.
D20, yes.
Okay. So I rolled a 13.
13. Okay, so the arrow.
Do you have
almost?
Did you do your modifier on it?
Yeah.
Which modifier?
It's the one it should say attack bonus with your bow on the main page.
For bows, it should be dexterity.
Right. So I have a 0 attack bonus, but I get +3 dexterity. So.
So that'd be 7.
Oh wait, no. Here we go. +3 on my short bow. So
Okay.
yep.
There you go.
So
Yep.
17.
It makes sense.
Okay.
So 16.
All right.
Yes.
So your arrow soars through and gets him right in the shoulder. So it's sticking out of his, protruding from his shoulder, and he grabs it and goes, ah, like that.
One more time.
Wait, what was it like again? Was it 3
Trying
ads or
to
just
do my
2?
best Paul Rubens
I
over
missed
here. From Buffy, the movie.
Oh.
Yeah. Better than TV show. Fight me.
No.
What?
All right. So next up
The range
Next
is 60
up,
feet, by the way.
is what's that? 60 feet.
I was close.
Yeah. All right. So
Did you roll did she roll for damage?
no, she didn't. Sorry, I was busy thinking about the going into his arm. Go ahead and roll for your damage on that.
Just
right next to the
D20
attack.
then.
No, right next to the attack bonus, it'll say damage type. It probably is a D6.
It is. So, what has 6 die? There we go.
Yeah,
You write a normal die.
the normal minimum. Yeah.
That has 1.
You rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the arrow definitely does go in, and yeah, he writhes in pain, as I did. All right, the crew's gonna go next. Like I said, I'm trying to speed through this because there's a lot of people. Here, there. This crew member's gonna attack you.
I don't like that.
Are they staggered too? Hey, Patrick.
That one isn't.
That one's not?
Nope. What's your AC? Actually, it's got to be higher than this. But what is your AC, Maribel?
Normal is 15.
15. Okay. So he swings at you, but it goes right over your head.
I'll take it.
Yep. All right. So the first mate, if you will, just goes behind the captain because he's pansy, and captain comes out. So we're about here. Yeah, 'cause her movement. Yeah, sorry, she didn't get quite to you. All right, next. Sorry, next is Dirk. Oh, sorry, Shiv. Shiv's next.
I have a throwing dagger.
Okay.
That I'm
So
gonna
what's the
throw-
range on that? Is it 30?
What?
The throwing dagger, what's the range on that? Is it 30? Pretty sure. 20?
It says 10, but that seems really short.
Considering blowguns are 20, so I'd say the throwing dagger should be 10.
Sorry, yes, 10?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it at that guy.
Okay. Throw it at this guy.
The guy
So-
right in front of Maribel.
So he's 20 feet away. You're gonna need to move up.
Okay.
So move forward and then do it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll a d20.
4 plus range plus 3. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah, range is right.
Yeah.
Range
So you,
plus 3.
so you fling the throwing dagger towards him, and it misses him by at least 5 feet, and just kind of soars off and skids along the deck, like that.
It's not my fault.
And Dirk, you're up.
All right, so I'm the big dude,
Yep, you're the big dude.
and roughly, let's see,
You're what, 15 feet away
from one.
from this guy. Guy
Yeah.
with the arrow sticking out of him.
Okay. Who else is actually attacking us right now?
He's the only one who is attacked. The others just kind of ran towards you because they were pretty far away.
Okay. All right, so I will use a free action and enter my blood rage.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So you're in blood rage mode for your free action.
you know, and
Do you scream at anything as that occurs?
huh?
Like, do you like scream out anything as you go into rage?
By the power invested in me, but
All right.
by the pit of hell, and my ancestor Testicles the unclean, the fleshy bridge to the fun. So no, I would just say something along the lines of like, I'm blood raging.
Nothing cool there.
So cool things happen whenever I enter blood raging. I get an extra 10 feet to my land speed, and I'm not encumbered by heavy armor, and that shit stacks. This will round. It'll last for up to 6 rounds for the day until I turn it off. Whatever.
Okay.
That doesn't count.
Because you can just turn off the rage, I guess.
Yeah, it's as a free action.
It's just a switch. You switch it on and off.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
That's what therapy's for.
Exactly.
The trick is, I'm always mad.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, I started.
The light is angry.
All right, so I will rush to. I've got my sword out. I'll rush to the dude and try to flank him. I don't know if I can get around him. Or
You're trying to flank him?
Yeah, or at least get to his side.
Okay. That's going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
On his side?
Yeah.
Okay, then I won't get all the way on the side. I'll get close enough to which I don't.
Should be, if you're within 5 feet.
Okay, whatever. I'll get close enough to hit him.
Okay.
Good.
He swung at you but missed, by the way.
Yeah, of course he
Go
did.
ahead. Of course he did.
And I will go ahead and attack with my sword.
Okay.
Just a standard melee attack.
Yep.
Oh, and because I'm blood raging, I also get this cool shit. I get +4 to my strength and constitution. +2 to will save, +2 to armor.
+2? Okay.
And +2 to my hit points per hit dice.
Okay.
And I don't actually know how to calculate that, but I just have extra health, which is temporary. It doesn't stack and it doesn't retain.
Stack. Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll for your attack.
All right. I rolled a 16. Are there any modifiers I add to that?
For your
Just for attacking?
yeah, you should have an attack bonus.
Okay. Remember, I'm not used to this kind of a character.
Not used to melee.
So I'll be
You should have an attack
21.
bonus on a weapon if you have one.
Yeah, you should have it. Yeah, it should be on your weapon.
Yeah, it's 21.
Okay, so
My character gets an extra attack bonus.
All right, so you hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
And that's 2d6. Okay, that's 7.
All right, so you what are you swing? Are you swinging overhead? What are you doing? How are you coming at him?
There's people next to me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll what I'll do is I'll put the sword up to my right,
Uh huh.
and then swing. So I'm swinging away from them.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yep, that makes sense.
And I'm going for mid center.
Okay, so you baseball swing right into the center of him, and it cleaves into the side of him, right underneath his ribs.
Ouch.
Bummer.
That's gotta hurt.
But
Was my sword stuck in him?
it's yeah, your sword is literally in his body.
Caspin, even unconscious, yells out, "Ouch!"
Just blood splatter?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was saying that's actually the next action. We're gonna have to roll to stabilize, because you can stabilize your. Can you stabilize yourself? I think you can.
I can.
I don't think so.
Just in general.
Sure.
Depends on the day.
It's worked out for me so many times.
And
No, it has to be as a result of either magical healing or a heal check. That's what I was gonna ask.
Yep, I just found that,
what his con is.
yep. Yeah. So you've got one more round.
What's your constitution, Chris or Casper?
15, so plus 2. Yeah, 15 total, then the plus 2 is for the mod 4.
Yeah, if I'm reading it right, he has until -15, right? Not his modifier, but his actual constitution.
Yes.
Okay, so you lose a hit point every single round until you reach your constitution. If you reach your constitution, you die.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. So then you got more than that. I was looking at something else that was wrong apparently.
So he's like -1 right now, so he would have like theoretically 14 rounds
14
until
rounds.
he's completely dead. But
Gotcha.
I was gonna say that we should stabilize him if somebody gets close.
He's only halfway dead. He's okay.
It's been mostly
Not quite dead yet.
So, while you guys do that, I'll read something real quick. There's something about a constitution check to become stable. If it states that a dying character must make a DC 10 constitution check to become stable,
That's what I'm reading.
the character takes a penalty on this roll equal to his negative hit point total. This means adding your constitution modifier negative hit point total and getting a 10 or higher will stabilize you, right?
Correct.
It
'Cause you have to
says each
stabilize.
hour, so you basically get one chance, I think.
Yeah, you get one chance. See, that's what I was reading. He has to stabilize. Or I'm pretty sure he has to stabilize, or someone has to stabilize him.
So if any of those checks are failed, the character loses 1 hit point. And if they all succeed, then the character begins to recover naturally. It sounds like you can go down to, what is it, negative? How negative can you go before you die?
Your
It's negative
constitution.
15 for you.
Negative what?
15.
So it sounds like I can keep doing it, but each time you fail, since you lose a hit point, it's going to become more and more difficult.
Yeah.
Because the negative hit points count, a negative against the D10 plus Constitution. So at some point it becomes impossible for me to do it myself.
I think it's just a DC of 10. No matter what.
It's DC.
Yeah, it's a DC of 10, but for every negative hit point I have, is a negative against that roll. So the idea is like now it's easier for me to do, but like in like 5 rounds, it's still possible, but it'd be a lot more difficult.
Yeah. Now he hit you for 14. Isn't your health 12?
Yeah, so it's negative
So
2 right now.
You're at -2. Yeah. Yes, you're at -2. Go ahead and roll to stabilize.
One second, let me. Okay, and is it a D10? Was it?
Well, you're gonna roll a d20 against the
Okay, so
difficulty
10
check.
plus.
is
Okay,
against-
so that I can use my Constitution as a modifier, which essentially wipes out my negative hit points because it's -2. My Constitution is 2, so it's just whatever the result of the roll is. I'm not using a dice though.
Can I use my
that makes sense.
19.
19. Okay, so you are stabilized.
Yep.
You're not gonna lose. You're not losing more health, but you're still down.
Okay, I can do a potion on myself though, right?
Not right now.
Not this one, but the next round.
You're not conscious. Yeah. Next round, you're not. Yeah, I'll double check that, but yeah, I believe so. That brings us back round. So everyone roll another reflex save.
Go ahead.
10.
Since I'm stabilized, do I make a reflex save?
No, because you're not going to be able to.
Do anything? Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
you're not conscious yet.
Stabilized just means that you're not losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not losing. Yeah, that's right. So you won't be able to drink a potion. You'll just be. You're stable, but you're still mostly dead.
Yep. The condition of unconscious is what it
Yeah.
is. Yep.
Yep. Maribel, what did you roll?
I rolled 19. Is that modified by dexterity? I'm trying to remember.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be 22.
Okay, so you're good. All right, Dirk.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. And Pep.
16.
16. Okay, so
13 total.
13 total. Okay, so Dirk, you're now staggered for the next two rounds. And so starting back at Pep, what do you do?
So is the captain next to me?
The captain is 10 feet away from you.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Or
so that one guy's engaged. Okay.
yeah, this guy's swimming.
Fun. So I'm going to, I guess, aim at her. Or I'm sorry, I have to reload. So I use my free action to reload. And then I'm going to use a grit point to do whatever shot I have. I have like a special shot. Deadeye. So
Okay.
I'm going to be working against her touch AC instead of her regular AC.
Okay.
It's like at level 1 I get 2 grit points a day, and and I can refill them if I do daring deeds. So I'm using 1 for Deadeye, and it means that I resolve my attack against the touch AC instead of normal AC.
Okay. Got it.
Nobody.
All right.
And go ahead and roll. I'd like to point out how fun that hand gesture looked right there.
15.
15?
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, you successfully hit her. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yeah. 5.
5. Okay. All right. So you aim and shoot her in the side.
Okay.
She screams out, "Mother!"
Does she have a gun or does she just have a sword?
She has 2 swords.
Okay, then I'd like to back up. 5. My speed's 15, so I'd
Yeah.
like to back up 15 feet. There we go.
Okay.
And I say, "Hey, you're standing on my boat, but if you'd like to get dinner sometime."
Smooth. Smooth.
Good job backing up before you said that.
And I'm done.
And you're done. All right, Mirabelle, you're next.
So this guy right in front of me is still alive, right?
Yeah, still alive.
How alive?
Mostly alive. He has a sword like a quarter of the way through his side. So
If you give me something to talk with, though, in about half an hour, I'll be good.
yeah.
Like, I can't heal Caspin like halfway across the ship, can I?
No.
I don't know what the range is of light wounds, but I don't think it's that far.
Yeah, I've cured light wounds, but I'm over here and I think I'm still
I'll
staggered,
double-check.
right?
Yeah, you're still staggered until the end of this round. I'll check the range on it, but I believe Cure Light Wounds.
Cure light wounds is touch.
Okay, so you literally have to touch him.
Yeah, so no.
Yep.
I guess I'll attack this guy in front of me again.
Okay. Go ahead, roll a d20.
Okay, I rolled 18 plus 3, so 21.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
4?
And you're
no,
you're
D6.
Yeah, that was a D6.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought.
you're shooting with the bow,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So you successfully shoot an arrow into his chest, and he's now grabbing onto the arrow with one hand and the sword with the other, and drops to his knees.
Get that.
So he has 2 arrows and a sword in him now.
Correct.
Not dead yet.
not dead yet. So crew's up next. So let's see. So he is now okay. So he's not going to be able to move. All right, he's gonna swing his sword at you, Maribel. And what was your AC again?
15.
15. All right, so he swings, and again, right over your head, misses.
It's more difficult when you're on your knees. That's impressive.
Usually, never mind. All right, so one of the other guys moves up towards you, and he's going to attack Dirk. Ooh. Sorry, Dirk.
Coo.
Coo. All right.
Let me see. Able to natural 20.
And cool. So double and fatigued. So you take 6 damage, and you're going to be fatigued for 2 rounds on that. He hit you so hard that it just completely exhausted you.
Cool.
That's how hard. So he moves closer, does not quite get there. He continues to cower and scream, get them, get them! And 5, 10, 15, 20 comes up to you. And you want to take a... Well, you're doing... you're ranged, right? You don't have a sword, do you?
I mean, my sword's not equipped.
Well, I guess your sword's not out, though. That's an attack of opportunity because she came up to you if you want to take advantage of that.
Oh, okay. So would I roll the sword or roll the gun?
You're going to roll the gun because the sword's not in your hand.
Okay. Would I have to do a quick... Would I have the free... Like, I have rapid reload, so would I be able to reload that fast? No, I don't think so.
Actually, no, you haven't reloaded.
No, I reloaded before and shot again.
Okay, no, then the only thing you could do is, like, try to melee her with it.
Okay, then I
Try
will...
to pistol whip.
Yeah, pistol whipper, I guess. Which would be like no... What attack bonus would that be? Would that be strength?
It's strength.
Oh, cool. Well, my strength sucks. My modifier is -1. 18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay. So you...
Say that's like a D4?
That's a D4. Yeah, go ahead and roll for it because you hit her.
Okay. So how tall is she?
So probably 5, 6.
Okay, so I'm 3 feet tall. So I'm gonna swing at her kneecap. And for 2.
For 2.
That's my favorite kneecap you hit.
Yeah. All right. So 2 damage to the knee. All right. She.
Right at her pelvis.
Yeah. At least so. Yeah. So hit her in the knee. She stoops down angrily, reacting to that, and swings at you.
I ask her if she likes steak.
So in the same action, she like reaches down to like grab her knee, and swings and misses you because of the pain. So she misses you and says, "Fuck off already."
Good
But
line.
steak, it's really good. I'm making money from this job. We can go out. It'll be nice.
And Schiff, onto you.
All right, I would like to attempt again to throw a dagger. This guy is standing directly in front of Maribel.
All right.
See how this goes. 10.
You throw the dagger, and it goes right over Maribel's head and right over that guy's head as well.
Really? I didn't even graze him?
Nope.
Nothing? Okay.
Not at 10. Sorry.
He's got
Dirk?
a full cut now.
I guess.
What's crazy is that it went over both of their heads, and she's like 2 foot something tall. So like she like alley-ooped the knife.
I expect that she was trying to aim it. She was trying to aim over Maribel's head, is the way that I pictured it. And it just kind of, the trajectory just kept going up.
Well, I'm really short too, so I guess.
Yeah. Dirk?
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm reading something about how my hit points work. Because I have like an extra 20 right now.
An extra 20 hit points?
Yeah, you get 2 per hit dice. Per hit die.
Yeah. From Blood Rage.
Yeah. So I took 6 damage. I don't know if I turn off Blood Rage right now, if I take that to my health. I don't think I do. Just double checking.
I'm gonna say no. I don't believe that's. I think it's like adding an additional buff.
Yeah, which is only temporary and will go away. Okay, so
You're going Hulk Rage mode, and when you go
am I
back to Banner,
exhausted?
you're okay. Huh?
Am I exhausted or just fatigued?
Fatigued.
Okay. I'm still within attack range.
You are?
Okay. And if I attack, I
Sword
think
is
that
still
would
in
make
his
me
gut, by
exhausted.
the way.
Do what?
You're gonna want to remove the sword from his gut first, unless you just want to saw through.
Can I
Not
just
the worst idea.
twist it?
What?
Is he dead?
No, he's not dead.
Is he doing anything?
Mostly crying. It's squirming.
He really wants
Yeah.
his mommy right now.
Kill a kid?
You what?
Okay. So I mean, is it an action for me to move my sword out of his guts?
Yeah. If you want to remove it, then it's going to be a free action, unless you want to do something creative.
Okay.
Creative.
Would it be like a combat maneuver if I did something like that?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how that stuff works, but I have some.
You're going to roll a d20 and then add to your combat maneuver bonus.
Okay, I'm trying to think of something cool to do with this. I can't think. How big is this guy?
So he's probably about 5'7", 5'8".
Okay, so he's pretty small compared to
Compared to
my.
you, yeah.
Okay, so you tell me if this will fit. What I'm wanting to do is stick my my left foot, kind of like I can't see my.
Nope.
Sort of put my foot in front of his leg
Okay.
and kind of wrap it around,
Okay.
and then just try to drag the sword and like knock him over.
Try to drag the sword through the rest of him.
Yeah, but knowing that it's probably not going to cut, but it should knock him over, and that should free my sword.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Basically, I'm trying to trip him,
Yeah.
but using my sword to cut into him more.
Okay. All right, go ahead for a combat maneuver on that. Roll d20.
Okay, well, that's a 2. With combat maneuver of 5.
Okay. So you try to push him, and you're moving your sword, and since he's on his knees, he just kind of rocks back just slightly and continues to scream in pain as blood comes out of his mouth.
Cool.
So you basically rocked him on your sword.
Gross.
So was that that was an attack, right? With the combat maneuver, do I still
That's a combat maneuver. It's not. That's a standard action.
Okay, well, as I'm fatigued and staggered, so I think I only get 1.
You get 1. Yeah, that's right.
So as a free action, can I remove my sword?
As a free action, yeah. Yeah, because it'd be free movement. Yeah, so yeah, you can go remove your sword.
The sword's like stuck inside him. Is that gonna like? That's got to be some kind of bleeding damage or some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
So as you remove the sword out of him, like you're unsheathing it from someone else's sheath, and like,
As long as it makes the noise.
and blood just pours out from his side.
I look over and I say Tarantino's gonna sue somebody.
And I say, you've got red on you.
Nice.
Very clever.
Nice.
I don't get it.
All right, everyone make a reflex save.
Do I have to? I'm already screwed.
Everyone.
Oh my god. I have something else. Dexterity or something. Anything that will help me.
Not enough.
You get
Dex.
your dexterity plus you probably have a base, and then you get a racial bonus of 1.
Yep.
It's in. You should have a calculation for that, though.
Like as a halfling, you should probably be somewhere around like +5 or 6.
Plus 5.
5.
Plus 5. Okay.
So, 10 total.
Okay. And Dirk.
So 14.
Okay. And Pet.
Oh, sorry. 17.
17. All right. And Maribel.
14.
14. Okay. So everyone's good. And then Casbin, if you want to roll to stabilize.
I'm gonna have to do that every once in a while, though.
Is it once an hour?
Once every 1 hour, I have to stabilize.
Okay. All right. So you remain unconscious.
Yeah.
And the first mate continues to scream, "Somebody please kill them!"
Give me a potion.
As
I turn to the captain and I'm like, "This is your first mate? Like I could do better than that. Like come on, steak and your first mate. I think that we have the beginnings of a deal."
as you
Huh?
what's that?
First mate, first date.
Hell yeah!
I
As
still pass right on you.
as you continue to flirt with her, the boat suddenly rocks at a very sudden, sharp jostle. But you didn't hear any cannon fire. Roll perception.
It's cracking.
Well, then the boat hit us.
Oh, okay.
What'd you say to roll?
Perception.
13.
Okay.
21.
11.
11. Okay.
Not enough.
New dice. What was that?
Did you get mine?
Comic shop this weekend.
Am
Is it
I
21?
cutting out again?
No, I got you. 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, as you feel the boat shift, Dirk, you look up, and you can see a large tentacle against the boat, pretty close to where Pep is. But right after you notice that many more tentacles than that are engulfing the other ship.
There goes our potential other ship if this didn't work out.
So whose turn is it? Is it my turn?
So
it
can we
is-
see
it
if
is,
the tentacles are around our ship or the other ship or both?
They're around the other ship. You have a tentacle that's kind of pressed against your ship. So it'd be like the other side of the sea monster is like touching your ship, but all of its attention's over here. And the ship is about 50 feet away at this point.
Okay. So
Can we convince them we have more important things to do than fight?
no, well that's what I was saying. Is it my turn or?
Yep, it's your turn.
Okay. So I turn back to her, and I'm like pointing at the tentacle, and I'm like, so option 1. We both attack this tentacle and we leave. Option 2, we both attack this tentacle and then we continue fighting. One of the two. But I really suggest we leave.
So she curses at you because you're right, and starts running towards the front of the ship where she was before, where the what's it called?
The helm.
Steering wheel? The little helm.
The helm.
She's running towards that and yelling out orders for her other crew members.
So then I'm gonna reload and I'm gonna get close to the rail, I guess, and I'm gonna take a shot at that tentacle.
Okay.
If I need to. Like, is it Is it just sticking out of the, like how far off the?
It's on the rail.
Okay.
It's about 10 feet away from you,
Okay.
and it's just kind of gingerly touching.
Well, in that case, instead of taking a shot, could I pull out my sword and like just hack down on it?
So you've already used your standard action to talk to her.
Okay.
So,
All right, so
you
then I'll
would
just
be able
reload, I
to
guess.
get over there and ready it, but you wouldn't be able to attack. So you got to
Okay.
move and ready it. You can get
Okay.
closer to it if you want.
All right, then I'll just do the reload and shoot it.
Okay. So you're gonna fire at the sea monster.
Yes. 23.
Right. So you successfully hit it, and you see the tentacle flap just slightly in reaction, and start sliding down the rail.
Cool.
Maribel, onto you.
Can I try and make it over to Caspin to actually heal this? Now that it seems like we have a moderate truce right now. A
Yeah,
cord?
I would
Parlay?
I would say with what's going on, I would make sure as a free action, I would talk to them first before, because you're walking past both of these guards, so both these crew members, so that would evoke an attack of opportunity from both of them.
Okay, so do I need to convince them or anything, or
No,
just
I'm
talk
just
to them
saying,
and
like,
say,
for creative purposes, you want to make sure you're on the same page as him. As
yes,
them.
since obviously our impending doom is embodied in that tentacle that's on the side of the ship, can I go help my little teammate over there so we can hopefully work together and get out of these dire straits?
Yeah. So they shoo you, like, kind of allowing you past them, so you can go ahead and run towards them. What's your halfling? So you're at what, 20?
I'm a half elf.
Half elf. Sorry. So what's your
My
speed?
speed is 20. Yeah.
Okay. So you.
They all look alike, though, don't they, Patrick?
I don't see race. Okay. People tell me I'm white. You know, I don't know. All right. All right. The crew members start to run off as well. And
Racist ass.
shit, I'm not racist. I don't see race. It's all the same to me. I hate you all. Schiff, it's on to you.
What?
It's your turn.
It's me? Okay.
Yep.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Sorry.
I suppose I'm going to also go attack the tentacle. Let's do it.
All right.
My speed is 20.
Wait, the tentacle, like, sort of withdrew, right?
It's sliding down. You can still see it though. It's just making a motion, making movements towards the.
It's doing this.
Yeah.
One thing that I was going to ask, with this going on, what about the people who are like spies or whatever aboard the ship? Like, are they still around?
They are.
Are they
they've
fighting
not been
with us?
They've not been fighting you.
They've just been sitting there?
I think that they've been continuing to man the ship.
Okay, so they're still acting like crew.
They're still acting like crew.
Okay.
Because they don't. They're acting like crew, and they're trying to get that balance of, look, I'm helping, but I'm not attacking. They realize that you are with the party that helped them out, so they don't want to piss anyone off.
Okay.
They have an agreement,
Okay, and then the other ship that we see like across the way, like it's like being like consumed, or
Sorry, I was trying not to confuse people. I'll just put them over here. I'll just put one of them over there. That way you can kind of see.
We're all congregating in the corner of the ship,
Yeah,
nonchalantly.
exactly. 2.
They're all in craps.
Obviously.
like, so are we not in a fight anymore? That's
They're
what
not.
I'm trying to establish. Like, we're still in
technically
combat?
in combat, but they're not fighting you.
Okay.
People are, we're in combat, but they're not actively fighting you
The fools!
because they're trying to stabilize the ship.
Good call.
Okay.
So Shift, you moved towards the tentacle, but you can't quite get there. You do
Right.
anything else before you get there? Or you just
Nope.
readying a sword or anything? Nope.
I guess pull my sword out.
Okay.
I have a short sword, but I don't want to do anything.
Okay. And Dirk, onto you.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll end my blood rage.
Okay.
I've got 2 rounds into it. I've got 4 left for the day. I seem less angry and pissed off.
Okay.
You know, you're less green.
Seems
I look
the
down
same to
and
me.
see blood like on my sword and on the guy. I'm like, oh god, it happened again.
Yet I'm the one who enabled it.
Yeah.
I would say that I look around, or Dirk looks around, and is sort of assessing everything and is disengaging from combat.
Okay.
And I would like to the guy that I was attacking. What is he doing? Where is he at?
He is.
in front of me?
He's on his knees in front of you.
Is he gonna die?
Probably. He's bleeding out pretty heavily.
Could he be saved? Do you know? Because what Dirk does, he's disengaging, seeing the situation, and motions for tries to get attention of the other guards or crewmates or whatever.
Yeah.
Says, "Come help him," and actively look at
Gotcha.
them to disengage.
Okay. Yeah. Then they would be able to go help him. Sure. Okay. And do you move or anything, or is that it?
I'm not fatigued. No, wait, am I still fatigued?
You're still fatigued until the end of this round.
So I can't walk, or I can't run, but I can walk, right?
Yeah.
So that's a standard movement plus whatever bonus I got. Or is it half?
I think it's half. We're gonna call it half.
Okay, sure. I'd like to walk closer to whoever's right above me.
Okay.
So towards the tentacles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, I want to say that I've not said anything about tentacle porn this whole time.
I was
We're very proud of you.
Yeah, thanks. I mean,
I was waiting for someone to bring it up.
yeah,
Didn't say anything about what?
tentacle porn. I stabbed my sword into the tentacle, and I'm like, now it's I that have penetrated you.
Wow.
You're not quite where you could hit it,
I know.
unfortunately.
That was a joke.
It's a thought that counts, though.
It
Thanks.
is the thought that counts.
The sexy, sexy thought.
All right, so
So yeah, that's my turn.
all right, so this crew member comes over to help his buddy, and the captain gets back up to the front of the ship.
And
Everyone
bitch
roll.
slaps her first mate.
What?
And bitch slaps her first mate for being a pansy.
Yeah, please. She's got to at least hit the guy.
I'm pretty sure she already knows that this is kind of his.
Still.
Yeah, this can't be a surprise to her, right? Like,
It's like whack him upside the head at least.
So she grabs the helm and starts trying to steer away from the other ship. As she does that, one of the crew members that you saw in the cabin walks up to her.
No.
this is what I failed to do.
And so were you.
And impales her with their sword.
No.
Yeah.
Betrayal that we assisted in causing havoc.
I didn't assist in shit.
Impales her with the sword, and pushes her like off to the side as she starts bleeding out
And
unconscious.
over from Casper's body, you hear a ha ha.
Wow.
But was she pushed?
Do we?
What's up?
Oh, so with this, are we still in combat here? Or would
yeah,
this
you're
be
still in
like
combat.
initiating? Okay.
You're still in combat, and everyone roll. Actually, no, you don't have to roll reflex. Sorry. All right, it's on to you, Pep.
I yell at the guy. I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? I was supposed to buy her a steak."
What the fuck?
So this guy, like right in front of me, is he one of the Blackbeard crew or is he one of the regular crew?
The guy in front of you is part of the regular crew.
Okay. I yell at that guy and I'm like, "Dude, just stabbed your captain. Like, are you gonna take that shit? Like, because I don't know about the deal."
Yeah, you don't know about it, right?
And
That's right.
so I'm like, "Hey,
yeah.
guy, so I have like 15 feet, like, so I
Yeah.
can get what, 4 spaces?"
15 feet is 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Should be right next to him.
I can be right next to him, but
Yep.
like, that's, how far would I be away from him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 feet? Or
Away from who?
diagonally, like the guy who just stabbed her?
After you're here,
Yeah.
then you're gonna be
5, 10,
like still
15,
like
20,
what is that?
25, 30, 35.
30. The guy's down here.
Yeah. How many feet is that? I'm trying to
so
count.
5, 10,
Do I count diagonal?
15,
Diagonal's 10, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
10, 20, 30, 40, 45 feet.
No, that is this. 5, 5.
For this,
Right. But
Yeah, I
he's
know.
40 feet away.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Damn it.
I'm not agree, but
I can walk that way. And I can walk that way.
let's say twice.
I can't do like any acrobatics or anything to like get over to her faster in a single turn, can I? Motherfuck. Then I reload my gun, but I don't fire.
Okay.
But I point it at the guy who stabbed the captain,
Okay.
and like, "Hey, let's get this fool to my new comrade
To
guy
your
next
comrade.
to me."
All right. Gotcha. Okay, and then on to Maribel.
I guess I'm gonna keep moving towards Caspin to try and heal him. And maybe the captain. Who knows? Life's a mystery.
Okay. So moving towards your yeah, we'll say you're now within touch.
Okay, so I guess heal him, however
Yeah.
that works. I have,
You have light, right?
yeah, I have cured light wounds or
Cure light
whatever.
wounds. Okay.
I think
so
it's a
D4.
D8
Yeah, 1d8.
Okay.
Yeah.
plus,
So
plus a levels. So how many levels you roll, you do plus
Level.
1 on top of what you roll.
So it'd be 1.
Yeah. So 1d8 plus 1.
So do I roll a 20?
No, you roll
Roll
a
a
d8.
D8.
Okay. I didn't know if I had to.
No.
Okay.
It's gonna successfully heal him.
Okay. Let
He's
me
not resisting.
I rolled an 8. So plus 1 is a 9.
It's
So
fantastic.
he goes up to 6.
He's up
7.
to 7. Yeah.
Welcome back to the world of the living.
I am so fucking confused what's going on right now.
Right? A lot of shit has happened. There's a giant squid.
I'm like, oh my god, I succeeded, she's dead.
Lots of
No.
things. All right. So as Casbin wakes up, hold on, where are we? Crew's next. Crew's gonna run towards. He's still helping his buddy. Daisy's down.
First mate, you gotta do something, bro.
I think the first mate's
Right.
traitor. I call it.
The first mate pulls out his gun and aims it over at Pep,
That's rude.
and smoothly says,
Because you hit it on his woman.
no, he smoothly says, "I am the captain now,"
Oh.
and we'll end there.
Is your name Phillips?
We'll end it there. The Blackbeard ship, is being being crushed by the squid, and the captain is dead. Long live the captain.
And Caspian is like, when all the Disney loyals gonna drop from the sky?